let me back up something I've already said.
Wait. Matron, take them away. Oh.
And a warm welcome to one and all. And if this is your first time here, the big fella, that is the Scruffy Trader. And behind me, who's scribbling probably some obscenity on the board, is Wonderwink. I wonder what she's doing. What are you doing, actually? Don't forget your splint. You dirty bitch.
You're taller than I imagined.
I'm bigger in every department.
You know what that's all about? We going on holiday tonight. Well, not holiday. I'm taking her away to a hotel just for a meal and a bit time in a spa, and she obviously wants something else. Do you want something else?
I'm saying nothing.
That'll be yes then. See, and you think this is a channel for trading. It is. We trade favours in here. Mainly my wallet for, well, her chastity belt normally.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Anyway, let me tell you what I've been doing. Not what we're going to do. You can think about that for yourself.
You're sitting there imagining that with a big smile on your face. You dirty fecker.
Right.
You lost your train of thought
I've
now.
lost my train of thought now. I'm getting so excited. It's fantastic. We had a bit of a disaster last week while we were away, so felt a bit guilty. So I've booked a nice hotel for us to go into tonight. So that's what we're doing. So I'm probably having tomorrow off. So I thought I'd do this today. Right. Okay. Let me flick this over. I shall see you. There is my chart. My chart of choice today is the DAX. Now, for the squad, I've already told them what I'm doing. Here it is here. These videos that I do for them is the how and the why I'm going to trade this. Okay. It's something I do all the time. I think it's a bit unfair to show trade after I've done it. So what I do is I tell them what I'm doing before I do it. And you'll see exactly what I've told them just now. Because I've got no idea what's going to happen. Because I always trade in the moment. A good trick, guys, if somebody's using TradingView, they ain't trading. Just remember that. Check the dates on the bottom because TradingView can roll the chart back. This can't. It's the 6th of September today and it's 9:10. I ain't got a time machine. What you see is what you get. So, what else do I do? Well, I put a strength sheet in first thing in the morning. This tells them the state of play for the Forex market. And I also put in what I call a bias sheet. I do this on the top of each hour till I'm paid. And from that strength sheet, it'll pull out the Forex. But I also have 3 markets that I always look at, which is kind of DAX, cable, gold. They're my primary go-to markets from my window of the world. And out of them, well, you can see them 3. The best one says it's the DAX. It's also telling me to wait, and it's telling me to analyze an hour's chart. So it's a good tool, this, and it does work. And the guys seem to like it. And they all jump in and have a bit of merriment, talk to each other. And they'll go into the charts and they will discuss all sorts. You know, it's a good group. It's a real good group. And I'm very, very proud of them all. So why am I waiting? Well, it's had a flush this morning here. And I wanted to see that relax. Now, I've marked in some areas of interest for me, which is these red zones. These are entry criteria zones. And as are all of these little dotted lines. What they are is entry exits and areas of interest. Okay. Now, between them, I like to mark out bus stops, and that's what these are. All right. And what's the idea of that? Well, if you can imagine a train station, a red zone is a central train station where the train will stop and can possibly turn round, but it'll allow most of the passengers to get on. And then a green one is like a substation that just runs through to the next train station where just a few passengers might get on and off. Okay, so that's the idea. Now, if it breaks through this, I'll do the criteria again down here, because you'll often see a lot of traders use zones. Why? Well, because levels are good, and they're the key to your success, believe it or not. Not indicators. It's price and levels. Always will be. And what happens is price gravitates to these levels. Okay, your indicators can help give you a guide, but ultimately it's your levels that's going to roadmap the chart. So my plan is just to let it relax, let it come down. You know, and if it breaks through here, I kind of expect it to get to down here somewhere. And if it breaks through this blue line, I'll expect it to get down there, and I'll wrap some zones into it. And then catch the retracement. That's the idea. Now, if we look at the makeup of this, if I just push this out quite a ways to the 4 hour, we can see it's heavily moving down. Okay. But there is a strong surge to the upper side. And you can see it's pushed up, it's slamming right back down. Okay. Now, that much selling will have a reaction. And it's that reaction that I'm looking for. Okay. And it's basically off this. So that's pushed down heavily. It's recovered all the way back up to here. It's sold off, which could be profit taking, because profit taking will come into play. And from there, there'll be a reaction to push back up. Okay. Why? Because that is excessive. You know, if it started just a journey like this, then maybe this is going to continue. However, because it is what I would call a flush out, in other words, pushing all of the stops out of the equation, there'll be a reaction going the other way. All right. Now that's the 4 hour. Now I can start seeing it more here in the hourly, and you can see the tail is now coming in, which is there. And then if I can push that up into this green zone, I'll make some money. If I can get it all the way up to there, I'll make a lot of money. But I'm only interested in about 200 quid. And if I can do 200 quid, I am more than happy per day. All right. Now, I might do it in 2 100s, or I might get it in one go. We shall see. But not being greedy is a good way to look at the markets. All right. It's all well and good getting thousands and thousands if you can do it. But can you do it every day? Not necessarily. My account, 200 quid, more than happy. And it pays me, and I live a good life. And I'm going to go and have a jolly tonight in the hotel. Happy days. So let me run the trade, and I'll come back to you at the end. Okay, guys, I'm done. I'm done for the day. Well, sort of. I've got a couple of trades running on a couple of other accounts, but this one, as I was saying before, I wanted 200 quid. Well, there is the trades. That is more than £200. So I am more than happy with this. Now, if you're following my little journey on the 5%ers as well, and there you go, that's the real account for that. I've been mirroring this in here, and all right, I'm getting pennies, but those pennies are in relation to the size of the account, and they add up, because the idea is to get this one to 40k by Christmas. How do you do that? Well, if you're unaware of how prop works, you do an evaluation first. Now with this, I have to do 600 quid from a 10,000 balance. As soon as you've done that, they'll quadruple that 10,000 balance to 40,000. But my drawdown is very small, hence the small figures. But I'm also trading my gold account, which again, you can see is a real account. And when this is finished, I'll be done. It's coming into profit now. I'm currently sitting at, well, 80. When it gets to about a couple hundred quid, 150, I'll kill that off. Okay. So all in all, life is pretty darn good. Keeping your trades simple is your key to success, and not being greedy, as I constantly tell you, is one of the ways of success. Now, there's 3 accounts that I've been watching this morning. Now, it is in a way difficult, but what you got to remember, this is my job. The 2 MT5s are relatively simple. I have a gold account, which you've just seen there, crouching on sort of 90 quid. That one, I trade a single asset on it pretty much every day. And the other one you saw, well, it was just mirroring each other. So again, just a little bit of, well, babysitting, shall we call it. Because whatever I'm doing on one, I kind of mirror to the other, and it's quite easy just to flick them. All right. So there we go. So that's today's trades complete. Take away from it is don't be greedy. That's simple. So I'm going to now get ready, go off to the hotel with Joanne, have a jolly time. I am going to have tomorrow off. I was humming and hawing whether to work in the hotel, but I think I'll just have the day off. And again, that's the beauty of trading for a living. Do what you like when you like. Happy days. So as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.